Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm doing something new. This is Sonia Jones with GIP Financials of Mr. Miyagi of Money. And so I am doing some stuff. Hey, Pooh. There go my baby. Hey, Jab. Alright, so I just dropped my other son off, Tyler. Hey. Good morning. Hey. So I'm at Shelby Farms. I'm taking a walk and I'm doing something a little bit different here. So I said, while I'm walking, let me go ahead and do some content. So I'm at Shelby Farms Park here in Memphis. So you can kind of see it is a beautiful, beautiful place. And so I am taking a walk because InvestFest taught me a lesson on being in shape. And your girl's not in shape. So I'm here to give y'all some reflection on InvestFest and how well we did and some of the lessons that I learned. So, first thing, I think I'm going to come through as from an entrepreneur standpoint. So, if you're going to do a trade show, you got to have some stamina for it. I'll tell you that right now. But what I saw that the vendors wanted on Instagram, I purchased the spot. I reviewed, what the prices were. I did Black Equity Con in 2022, and it was such a success. I was thinking that InvestFest was kind of on the same level as Black Equity Con. Did not know it was by like 100 times more people than Black Equity Con. And I didn't realize that till I got the exhibitor manual. That was almost 200 pages. So I was like, oh Lord. And so you gotta have some stamina. I definitely suggest that if you don't have marketing already in place, like your banners and your graphics, you gotta do that immediately after you commit to the vendor engagement. Go ahead and start planning that stuff now, because you got to take it to consideration. Like for myself, I used the often imitated, never duplicated Clarissa Barnes and DMB Creations, Dia Barnes. I call them the dynamic duo. Clarissa did the graphic design and Dia did my promotions and kind of printed out everything. So you have to take into consideration their turnaround times and honor those things. And then for me, I was not as knowledgeable about the whole banner, backdrop, that type of thing, and those parts that come with it. So when I ordered my stuff from Dia, they didn't come with stands and stuff. So I had to, Wednesday morning, the day that we would travel to InvestFest, I had to get same day printing from a person in Atlanta. Luckily, Clarissa had already did everything, so I just had to email them the graphics. And then by that Wednesday evening, we had picked up the backdrop and the retractable banner, so we were all set. So there's no problem there. Next thing is to get lots of feedback from people that are going to give you solid feedback. I've been blessed with a lot of experts. One, my positionettes, I ran a lot of ideas through them, and they gave me good feedback. And then I also had an amazing person by the name of Kimberly Newsom, who gave me some feedback on our booth kind of mock-up. I sent her a Microsoft Word, kind of like where everything would be, and she gave me some great information there. And then also I had some other individuals. I'm in a mentor group called the Soul Shift Inner Circle, led by Pastor Sean Strickland, who was also my pastor, and her husband, Pastor Edwin Strickland, in real life. They're my pastors for real. And my Soul Shift Inner Circle sisters gave me feedback also on what I needed to do to kind of increase engagement and stuff like that. And so I was very blessed to have that feedback. And you also have to take into consideration, good morning, you also have to take into consideration your return on investment. So make sure that you keep a tally of everything that you spend on your vendor experience, including travel, because you'll have to figure out what's your break-even point and how you're going to turn your profit. Right. So that's the information about the prep work. Now, let's talk about Invest Fest.
That's mostly what
Child, we did a lot of walking. It was hot down there. When you're, it's another thing, like your booth people. So I had one of my positioners Diamond with me, and then my sister Natalie came with me for support. You got to make sure, if you're going to do a trade show event, have somebody that's going to walk the marketplace. Because for us, our target market were the vendors, not so much the attendees. We wanted to target the vendors who had already made the investment, because we know that they're the ones that need bookkeeping. So between Diamond and Natalie and I, we just took shifts walking around and meeting people, and we found that the best time to do that was like at the beginning or right before the marketplace opened. That was the best time to connect with the vendors, because they weren't busy and we weren't busy. So the marketplace opened at 10 a.m. every day. And so, let me see, that Saturday, Natalie did the walking. And then Sunday, Diamond and I walked and made sure that we passed out little treat bags to everybody. Hey, good morning. Hey, Doug. What's up? So we made sure that we walked around and gave bags to every vendor, and talked to them about bookkeeping, let them know it's tax time and that they need to get on the stick. And so, good morning. And so that was that. I will also say that, like for Invest Fest, they had a lot of celebrity speakers. Unfortunately, because we were working our booth, we couldn't see any of the speakers. Natalie did get to go see Steve Harvey and Robert Smith, and she recorded it, so we got a chance to listen to a piece of it, which was cool. I hope that Invest Fest would allow the vendors to at least have live stream access or access to the recordings, because we were working, and our booth was pretty active. Praise God for that. Because P. Diddy made mention about entrepreneurs needing a CFO, and child, as soon as he said that, folks started running to the booth talking about we need a CFO. And then I just started like, wait a minute, you're like the 56th person that asked about a CFO. Did somebody mention it? And they was like, yeah, P. Diddy did. I was like, oh, okay. So I'll probably do some content. Well, ain't no problem. I will do some content on what is a CFO and what a CFO looks like in different stages of your business. So I would definitely do that. Trying to think. Yes, I think overall, the biggest advice I could give any entrepreneur that's looking to do a trade show or looking to be a vendor, especially if you're a service-based business, You got to plan ahead of time and make sure that you have an opportunity. You need some money, dude. You got all the money, Chief. You got the money. Make sure that you get on my text list. I put it in the title, but I'm telling you now, I'm 44 years old. I don't really know Instagram like that. Hey, good morning. But make sure that you text GIP, like get in position, to 901-403-6651, and you can get all of our workshop updates and things like that. So that's where you start to get on text list. The information should be somewhere up here somewhere. But yeah, make sure you plan ahead of time. And also, if you're a service-based business, know that you're going to make your money in the follow-up. So make sure that you have a way to collect leads for your business. So this is the first time that we invested in like a funnel platform that included like text and email and an appointment schedule, calendar thingy, and all of that. So we were able to, and we had QR codes on our banners and stuff for discovery calls and downloading our lead magnet, the Business Finance Blueprint. So we had several ways for prospective clients to get in touch with us. We also had business cards there. One thing I will say, if it comes to a lead magnet, just have one. I think we had too many. But outside of that, and I'll kind of break it down. So if you join our text list, if y'all saw any of the videos, we had a Plinko game, and I ordered that off of Amazon for like $80. It was really cute. And I got the GIP stuff customized through Kinko's. And if you join the text list, you got to play the Plinko game and you want a free course. It was as simple as that. But then if anybody was interested in the Business Finance Blueprint, like say if you were a startup and you didn't know where to start, you could get access to the Business Finance Blueprint, which is our workbook to kind of help you start money systems for your business. So we'll tell you about setting up your entity, how you need to set up your entity, which departments with the state that'll help you do that. And then also we talk about how to complete your W-9. We didn't add this to the blueprint, but we will on the updated one. Every business needs to consider getting liability insurance because folks be suing out here for no reason at all. And then we talk about your money in system. Think about when a client engages with you, what are the different methods of payment that you accept? But that's going to be important because every third-party payment platform has transaction fees, and you need to know which one is going to be more profitable, more for your business. And then also we talk about money out systems, right? Because you always have to be cognizant of, we, including myself, we have invested in several platforms that do the same thing. And so you're wasting money. And also you have to be aware of establishing good vendor relationships, right? Because your vendors will understand if you treat them properly. If they give you an invoice and you can't pay it in the 30 days that they're asking, that they will give you a little grace. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate that. You're so sweet. And so that's the Business Finance Blueprint. And then we also had a QR code for those who were like, child, I got a business. I had QuickBooks, or I don't have QuickBooks. My receipts all over the place, and I need to get organized. Thank you, Doug. I try. Child, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this education. That's another video. You give me good content, I appreciate it. And so we had a QR code for a 15-minute discovery call. And so when they scanned the QR code, we had some preliminary questions about how long you've been in business, your monthly income amount, because those questions help us kind of set the plan for the prospective client and what they need. And so we had several opportunities for prospective clients to get in touch with us, and that was cool. But I felt at one point in time we just had too many opportunities for folks to connect with us. So that's that. And I will also say to entrepreneurs, if you're doing a vendor pop-up, especially one as significant and as large as InvestFest, I don't think it's wise to invest in a new platform right before a big event. And I'll tell you why. Because we had individual, like appointment schedulers, individual like QR code things and all of that, trying to learn something new while you're trying to plan for a big event is not the business. Because if something happens, then especially if you're vending and you're trying to capture that lead, hey Peanut, press wave. There you go. So I'm still trying to learn Instagram. So if you're trying to, again, if you invest in a new like funnel system or something like that, and you're trying to capture a lead and it's something, the technology gonna be ticking, right? You got it, chief. Of course, you have to stop what you're doing and try to fix it so you can hold on to that lead. That's just too much work. Keep your original systems and make sure that they're all good, and then afterwards, then you invest in a platform. Because child, that's not it. That's not it. Because we had a conflict with our calendar. Because when folks were scheduling the discovery calls, they were rotating between me, Diamond, and another one I positioned is Lanisha, but they didn't see him on their calendars. So we had to get with the tech support and all that. You don't have time to be doing all that if you're at InvestFest. That's not the business. So that is what I would suggest. But overall, InvestFest was amazing. Like I said, I did a reel last night. So we got 15 discovery calls. We met with 3 of them yesterday, which were all very productive. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. And then we had over 50 people that joined the text list. And then we had 20-something people that joined the Business Finance. They received the Business Finance Blueprint. So now we just got to follow up with everybody. We got a gazillion business cards. I got to divide all this stuff out. So I'm going to do it today. But I'm definitely blessed. I feel like we're going to have a lot of partnerships with business coaches, tax preparers, CPAs, lenders, to do workshops with them and stuff like that. Good morning. Because teaching is my superpower. That's what I love to do. So I feel like a good bulk of our new revenue is going to come through teaching. And so outside of that, the next big thing is going to be the Business Finance Bootcamp. So if you have not joined the text list, again, text GIP to 901-403-6651. You can get on the text blast, and we will send you the link to access the Business Finance Blueprint. Because later on in the year, we will host the Business Finance Bootcamp. And so I'm going to be teaching you everything that's in that blueprint plus some. So you get your financials organized. So Peanut, I know your wife runs a business. Make sure that she gets the information so she can get on the boot camp workshop. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be via Zoom, but I will tell you this. If you are in Memphis, so Doug and Peanut, there is a nonprofit called Building Memphis that is offering technical assistance, free technical assistance for entrepreneurs. But you have to make sure that wherever you stay, there is a community development corporation near your neighborhood, because it has to be through one of those CDCs. GIP is one of the consultants for Building Memphis, and we're actually going to be piloting the Business Finance Bootcamp at the Fraser CDC, at the South City Score CDC in South Memphis, and also in the Orange Mound CDC next month. So we'll be sending information about that, and it's free. Okay, so wherever we can get some free resources to make sure that your business is set up the right way, we're going to take advantage of it, right? Shout out to the SBA for that grant, and that's what we're going to do. All right, y'all, so that's my recap on InvestFest. I think overall GIP did extremely well. Will we do it again? We'll see what this return on investment gonna do. That's one thing I will say. All right, so I'm gonna finish my walk. But good morning. I like how this format's going, so this might motivate me to keep doing some content and also get my exercise in. So I will make sure that I download this and post it on the feed so y'all can see it also. All right, y'all, so have an amazing day, and I will see you guys later.